We now return to the Transformers.
And so what you're trying to do as a creator is, I'm trying to, like little Sherm that's been at work all day or at school, or maybe he got in trouble with his parents or his mom. Dude, you're trying to give that person a little bit of, dude, just a break from reality for a second. And if you do it right within those constraints, dude, maybe you can do something that's uplifting and make them aspire to be something else. And that's what the superhero genre, I think, stopped doing a lot of. But that is like the goal. That is what the hero is. The hero is somebody that went through their own trials and tribulations. A lot of times the hero starts off really small and meek and humble. You know what I mean? Like Steve Rogers was getting picked on, and Batman's a little boy, Spider-Man's a nerd. All these characters, the dude from My Hero Academia, he's the only person trying to get into the school that doesn't have a quirk, you know? And then they have to go through these trials and tribulations, and dude, it really is just like a metaphor for life. And then you level up as you go. And as you're doing that, the challenges also get bigger at the same time. And that's why you have an issue with Superman, is because he just came here and he was powerful. And so a lot of times the best Superman stories, you have to take away his power or give him a threat that's just so beyond belief. I'll tell you another one, dude. I talk about this all the time. And this will juxtapose two different visions and views of Superman. In Superman, Man of Steel, when Kevin Costner and his dad, there's this moment where his dad dies in both Superman movies, the Christopher Reeve one and that one. And when his dad dies in that first one, Man of Steel, he just like puts his hand out and he's just like, oh no, don't save me, let me die. Because he doesn't want Clark to reveal that he has all these powers and stuff, right? Okay, I mean, I guess. I mean, he's like super fast and there's a tornado going on. Like, he couldn't just zip around and grab him. Like, it's just stupid. But in the first movie, and dude, this changes the game, man. So in the first movie, Superman, by Richard Donner, Dick Donner in 77 or whatever it was, Superman, he has all these powers. He's a being from another planet that is beyond anything that we can even imagine here on you know, in this earth. And he's sitting there one day, he has this poignant talk with his dad about his powers and about, and dude, these are all people from like Kansas. They're heartland people, they're farmers. So they have like the most upstanding moral stature and the most upstanding like views. You know, they're salt of the earth people. And dude, his dad, he has a little speech to him. And then he starts to go play with his dog. Superman does. Clark Kent does. And then his dad grabs his chest. And he goes, oh. Dude, the acting is out of this world. Oh, no. And he has a heart attack. And then he drops dead. And the beauty in that instead of giving Superman, like, the greatest of threats, like a giant kaiju or space aliens or whatever, dude, the man with all the power, all the abilities, all the gifts that you could ever imagine can't stop his dad from dying from a heart attack. And he has to sit there and watch him die on a cornfield in Kansas while his mother cries. And dude, boom, you're immediately, the game now changes and you're immediately invested in that character. He felt pain, you went through that pain with him, now you understand him, now you can root for him moving forward in the series and stuff like that. Because he's been humanized. So there's a formula here to all these things, whether that's a comic book or video game, movie, whatever. So there has to be, and I heard somebody say this, it's popular now, but that the hero and the villain are the same. It's just how they handle their tragedy that makes them different. I thought that was a really cool quote somebody said.
I've heard something similar to that before.
But it's true.
For sure.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, for the most part, I mean, it's basically true. Bane and Batman are basically the same in a lot of ways, or some of these characters. Batman has all the same tragedy that everybody else in Arkham Asylum does. Every character in there has some sort of tragedy that made them who they are, essentially. Somebody wronged them, and they had a choice point. Batman had the same thing. Dude, he had all the power, all the wealth. He could have been a supervillain. Could have just been a filthy playboy drinking and partying or whatever. And he chose to take that pain and turn it into something else. So that's like the real meta. That's the metaphor of it. That's like the beauty of it. That's what you want to like. That's what you read, and that's why you're drawn to Batman. Are you really fascinated by the Batmobile? Like, is that like what really gets you? I mean, dude, no, I'm saying it's cool. Like, but like, is that what like? Why do you? Okay,
No,
why do you like?
He has. Go ahead.
No, I'm asking you. Like, what is the appeal of Batman? What?
Because he doesn't have a power.
Is that it? That's it.
Nothing. He came from like hard work. I don't want to say came from nothing. Obviously, like right, he was given money, but he wasn't like blessed with this superpower. He has to work and train and use technology to get his quote unquote powers or skills, if you want to call them. And yeah, he doesn't have a great story. I mean, Alfred raised him. You know, he doesn't have the greatest childhood story.
Well, let's pick a character with Who do you like that has powers?
Kind of nobody, dude.
Nobody.
Batman's
You don't like
really
anybody? That's it? You don't like Spider-Man?
Yeah, I mean, he's cool, but not like... Dude,
we're taking Batman. We're taking Batman off the table. He's at the game. You got to pick
Iron Man.
Out the game.
All right. You're taking all my people, dude.
The point is, or the point I was hoping to get to before you derailed it, is that like it's his moral code. Like that's also like the thing here too, dude, is that he could go do the wrong thing. All these people have the ability to go do the wrong thing. And they don't. Dude, I mean, bro, like Spider-Man could go just like be a peeping Tom or a thief or whatever. With great power comes great responsibility. So they have to go do the right thing. That's also part of like what's going on here too. Dude, we talked about the He-Man thing the other day. You know, he goes off into the wild or whatever. Man, he could just be a you know, a bad dude. I'm trying not to curse. And he chooses to like go and help out all people around Eternia and like do the right thing. He's strong, he's big, he's this kick butt guy. He can go do anything he wants. And Skeletor is like the reverse of that. Or all these people, Lex Luthor and Batman are the same thing. They could do the same things.
Yeah.
It's what are they choosing to do? What are their motivations? I don't know. That's what fascinates me.
The Transformers will return after these messages.